Hey folks, it's Jumping Quails, and welcome back to another edition of the Weekly Ramble. Now today's topic is it's going to be something that you probably have seen coming. If you only watch these, then you probably don't know it's coming. But this is about vacations and stuff like that. My family, we never really went on vacations all too much for economic and other reasons. I think some of the earliest vacation I can remember, at least like to some extent, like at least very vague images. We went to Ireland. I was like a really small kid, and my mom to this day tells me, and I don't remember this, but I think I might still have like a little a beanie with like the designed after the Irish flag or whatever it is. It's like green, white, and orange. And apparently, when I got it and put it on, I said, "Now I look like an Irishman." as a kid, I don't remember this, but I just like to think it's the funniest fucking thing to think of as one of the things I said as a kid. The next thing I remember is going to Lake Tahoe with my family. I learned how to ski a little bit, the whole pizza and French fry type of thing. That was a fun little trip. I almost threw up on my dog. On the car ride. I remember we were in the car, and I guess this is kind of a precursor to how I am now. I get like car sick now. If I'm not the one driving, if there is no airflow in the car, if the AC is not on, if the window is not open, and it's like hot in the car, I get car sick, I get nauseous, and I feel like I have to puke. I don't know if that was the conditions in the car back then, but I remember I had just drinking like a little apple juice box. And I remember I kind of just I progressively feel worse and worse, and in the coming minutes, I'm like, I'm going to puke. And I remember my dog, it's me, my mom's driving, I think, or it's either my mom or my dad driving. My brother we're in the back seat. He's across from me, but we have our little dog. We had Deuce in the car with us. It was my old dog who unfortunately passed away not too long ago, or a couple months ago. And, he was in this little doggy seat. You know, he was a young dog back then too. He was like I don't even know how old he was, but definitely didn't have any gray hairs. Instead of rolling down the window, like puking outside the window, right? Which I think most people would do, assuming they're not drunk or whatever. I decided to turn to my right, towards my dog, and I puke on his bed, and I hit the like his little car seat, in the bottom of the floor, at the floor of the car. Luckily, I did not puke on the dog. I did puke on Deuce. I don't remember how old I was at the time. It was a while ago. But I just remember thinking to myself, I was a kid. You know, I was like, I didn't want to roll out the window and bother someone. Like, I have to puke, pull over, I have to puke. I was like, I just keep on the road trip. And needless to say, puking in the car made us delay longer than if I just asked my parents to pull over to the side of the road so I could throw up. Stuff you learn as you get older. So yeah, I have been absent for like, I guess this leads into the next talking point, the next vacation point. It's been over a decade since we went on a trip, a family vacation, and it's been about a week and a half. Last week I didn't record anything. I want to take a break just for mental reasons. Like, you know what, I don't want to overexert myself. I don't want to tire myself out of doing the whole editing and recording on a schedule. I want to give myself a break. And frankly, I'm feeling much better because of it. But also another reason is because last Friday, my family and we went to Las Vegas for vacation. And it was an overdue vacation. We originally wanted to go for my 21st birthday, which would have been last year. But for those who have any kind of idea what's going on in the world, a little thing known as the... what do we call it? That little special disease that went around, just to save naming it. That was, it's killing a couple 100,000 people, making others sick and having other issues that will not stay with them a lifetime. A whole bunch of people who now don't want to get that. That whole thing. You all know what I'm talking about. We didn't go because of that, because Las Vegas was shut down, that type of stuff, travel restrictions, pretty much everything. So we went this year. Very late 21st birthday for me. But it was... we're just going to talk about Las Vegas for a bit. Because Las Vegas, do I have some words? It's cool. I like Las Vegas. It is aesthetically cool. It's in the middle of a desert, mind you, for anyone who doesn't know what Las Vegas is. But I find that hard to believe unless you are young and never heard mention of it. But it is a big gambling hub, resort hub, place for vacation. I don't know who wants to live out in Nevada. Correction, I don't know who would want to live out in Nevada in general, because it is just hot as fuck there. We went there. We stayed there from Friday to Monday. We got back on Monday. It was God, it was just hot. Sunday it wasn't too bad, but Friday and Saturday it definitely was bad. But we had some fun. Friday we did a little bit of gambling. We almost spent like $30 to $20 in gambling. So yeah, that was that. We didn't really do much. We had dinner. It was cool to see my brother again. I'll be seeing him again actually just a couple of days here as he's coming back down to visit for my grandmother's birthday. A lot of birthdays actually. And this like kind of in summer we just have like all of our family. My family just has birthdays in the summer. But yeah, no, we gambled a little bit on Friday. Saturday I got to shoot my first firearms on Saturday, which was awesome. We went to Battlefield Las Vegas and have a whole bunch of guns that you can you buy these guns not to keep, but like you go to their firing range, you select which guns you want to pick on their website to shoot. Keep on. I never shot a gun before, but I have watched like several videos in the past, and like how do you shoot a gun? How do you hold the gun? And so we get in. Mind you, it's a very like tightly enclosed firing range. Like you have maybe from the stands, I want to say like 7 feet, 8 feet. To the wall behind you. It's not that big. And there's a bunch of people in there all shooting different kind of guns. And when you're in close space, the sound of firearms are very loud. It's ridiculous. And yeah, so you can shoot guns like M1 Grands. You can shoot like World War II era guns, Smith and Wessons, modern weapons. I think I shot a Beretta pistol. I shot a Benelli M4, which is fucking awesome. My mom shot I think a SIG. I think she shot a SIG. She shot like a German pistol. My dad had shot a Vesper, or was it Vesper? Vesker? I don't remember. Yeah, an automatic shotgun, and a machine gun. I can't remember what he shot. My brother shot an F2000 and a what was it called? Super 80? I can't remember. A shotgun as well. But yeah, it was super cool in there. Like I got to shoot my first guns. I'm pretty accurate. Unfortunately, I literally left they give you the targets after you're done shooting. And I left it in the hotel room. I'm so mad about that because it was awesome. But yeah, for my first time shooting a gun, I was surprisingly accurate. I mean, I'm not like, I'm not Deadshot from the DC series, but I mean, it was like I knew how to, handle recoil. I didn't drop the pistol. I didn't drop the shotgun. I unfortunately held the shotgun wrong, but that was that. If you don't like guns, I apologize, folks, but I'm just talking about it. I have my own beliefs about guns. We're not going to go into that here. But that was cool. If you want to shoot guns, if you haven't shot guns before, if you're not shooting because of moral reasons and you just don't think you want to, if you're just doing it because you're scared, if you ever get the chance, find a place where you can rent out a gun and shoot it. It'll be fun. Yeah, there's always gonna be someone to teach you how to hold it properly so you don't drop it. It's just fun. It's just fun to I personally want to own a firearm in the future just to go to ranges and shoot at targets because that just seems like it's just the kick of a gun is both scary but at the same time thrilling. So just being able to shoot targets, it's like just shooting targets like out in a range would be awesome. That's really the only reason I want to own a gun. Not even self-defense, just to go out to firing ranges and use them. But yeah, that was the guns. So Saturday we did some more gambling. We had like $100. I lost it all. Guess we'll go into the gambling part. I of my own money. I came to Vegas with $40. I spent like $10 in the airport for food, so really I had $30 to gamble with. I left Vegas with $50. So of my own money, I got $20 back, $20 profit. Overall, that doesn't even begin to make up for the amount of money I lost for the gift money I was given. My mother gave me, my brother, and my father $300 over the course of Saturday and Sunday to spend and gamble with. Needless to say, it's all gone. So I don't condone gambling. I personally recommend you stay away from it. It's not like I hate slots. And I had the best piece of advice I think for my brother is if you're gonna gamble, like go in expecting to lose all your money, right? Like just do it to have fun. View it as an expenditure to have fun. And I was like, honestly, I went in with that mentality and I had a lot of fun. Like I lost $300, but I still had a lot of fun. And I think, personally, stay away from slots. Do not do slots. If you go in with money, you bring $100 in, you're going to lose it all. Even if it's like $5, like a slot or whatever, it's going to go by so much faster than if you play like roulette or like blackjack or poker. We played blackjack. I had a lot of fun with blackjack because you sit at a table with a bunch of other people. There's video blackjack and there's like the table blackjack. Do the table one, a lot funner, a lot more fun. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, again, don't take this as a thing that say gambling is awesome. Go ahead and gamble all your money away and get addicted to gambling and get crippling debt and all that kind of stuff and have loan sharks come after you. Don't do any of that. Don't. It's not a good idea. Go in with a set amount of money that you're going to spend. Don't go over it. You know, if you have $500 of your own money, be like, okay, I'm spending $500. Once we're done with that, we don't spend anymore. And you got to fight the urge to think, I can make my money back if you do lose it all. Because there's a good chance with how casinos work, you won't get your money back. Because we had $200, and I guess we'll go with this on Sunday. $200, right? For Sunday. We do blackjack. Me, my brother, and my dad, we all play blackjack. We all sit at the same table. I have my own strategy. If I ever do go to Vegas again or go sit at a blackjack table, I do well in the first few rounds, right? The first few deals, I do pretty well. I make some money. The lady, the dealer, she's giving us tips, which she wasn't supposed to. Usually casinos don't like it when their dealers help out the customers or the players, because then they lose money. But she's giving us things. It's like she sweeped the entire table. And usually when you're playing blackjack, if you have the whole table, at least someone from the table is going to beat her. You know, they're not going to beat the entire table every single time. And the annoying part is I kept getting 19s and 21s. For those who know how blackjack work, if you get 21, you're pretty much set to win unless the dealer matches you. If you get blackjack, which is like a 10, jack, queen, or a 10 or a face card or an ace, you get blackjack, you get like extra money. But those are your first two cards. But otherwise, your goal is to get 21. If you go over, you bust, you lose your money. If you get lower than the dealer has, you lose your money. If you tie, you push, you don't lose anything. I kept getting 19s and 20s. Every single time I got a 19, the dealer hit a 20. Every time I got a 20, they hit a 21. Like, I just could not win after like a little bit, after like the first few rounds. It's like what kind of bullshit luck is this? You know, it's like they sweep. I think me and my brother both lost $200 at that table. I think my dad lost like 100, but it was like, it literally came down to like, we were going to go. Let's go to my next point real quick. We're about to go to something. And it came down to like, we're leaving for it. I have $45 in chips left. I'm like, it's a 15-minute minimum dollar bet. Like, I could have just cashed out right with 45. Whatever. It's a loss of 150. But I think to myself, you know what? We're not going to be gambling anymore. We leave. This isn't technically my money. It's a gift money that we used to have fun. I said, fuck it. Let's go all in. I get an ace. So like, this is literally the last deal. My brother, my dad's leaving, so I'm like the last one with the need chips in. I get an ace, the dealer gets an ace. I'm like, cool, awesome. It's like, all right, I'm still all in, so I have $45 in the bet. I'm like, I either leave with 0 or I leave with 90, because this is gonna be my last game no matter what. They deal the second card to me, I get an 8. I have 19. 19's a pretty solid number. You should win with 19 most of the time. Dealer pulls a 9 for their second card. Like, they get 20. That happened to me about like 5 times. I have 19, the dealer gets 20. It's just like, what the fuck? So I was like, okay, might as well just lose. So yeah, it's frustrating, but the casinos have it, so it's like, it is designed so you lose. There's no windows. If you go into the casino, if you're away from the front doors, you will see no windows. There's no clocks on the wall. Bring a watch, have your phone. Sometimes casino internet connection or Wi-Fi is pretty shitty. So yeah, just they design it so you lose. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was checking a thing there. But yeah, it is. It's they know how to get your money from you. But yeah, moving on past the gambling, Cirque du Soleil. We are definitely past. We're at 14. Okay, I wasn't. Cirque du Soleil, really awesome. We got to see Cirque du Soleil in Treasure Island hotel / casino. It was fucking weird, but it was the shit that they pulled off in there was awesome. So it was some of the most fun I've had in a long while, especially with the family. It was very nice. We had the pool on Sunday. Unfortunately, Nevada decided to grace us with some unfortunate weather. We rented a cabana and that kind of stuff, and thunderstorms decided to roll in, so they had to evacuate the pool, and we had to leave. I think we got like a special rate or something, so we didn't pay full price for what we originally did, because obviously we got kicked out. So we went to gamble. Oh well. So yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And again, hadn't been on vacation for over a decade. before that, so it was definitely long overdue. And I mean, I enjoyed pretty much almost every single moment. We went to an aquarium, which was about what we expected. It wasn't anything crazy. It was a Mandalay Bay's aquarium. It was kind of, it was just like, it's kind of what you expected. It's nothing crazy. It's not like fucking water. Not what is it called? I don't remember what it's called. Whatever. It's not like some big aquarium park. It's just some small aquarium. So yeah, things in Vegas are expensive too. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, don't stay at like Mandalay Bay or like their resorts, because there's a good chance you're gonna get hit with a resort fee. So on top of your rooms, there's a resort fee. So you might be paying $270 a night, right, or $300 a night. Congratulations, you get there, you find out you have to pay $450 in resort fees on top of your what you're paying to stay in the room. Ridiculous. So it's really expensive. Like, find somewhere cheaper to live or stay. Dinners are always going to be expensive. It's just, you can't really avoid it. But yeah, I mean that's really all I want to talk about from my vacations. I'd love to know what you guys have done for vacations, if you've had any, or if what kind of vacations you want to go on, where you want to go, what you want to do. Because honestly, vacations are a great thing, especially when you need to get away, de-stress, have fun, do things you don't normally do. But yeah, I mean, that's just what hopefully you folks can you can tell me and engage with in the comments. But other than that, I have nothing else for this weekly ramble. If you like what you heard and you want to hear more in the future, you know what to do. This is Benjamin Quills, and I'll see you folks in the next one.